Welcome back. You ready for some Power of Powers laws? Yes, Power of Powers. Power of Powers. Okay. Hey, Sophia, what do you think a power of power is? Well, you're right, it is pretty powerful, but what is a power of the power? You don't know? Tim, what do you think? What do you think a power of powers is? Maybe it is an exponent that is then put to another exponent. You're actually totally right. So let's see what we can write that looks like this. I have 9 squared, and then I'm going to take that entire 9 squared, and I'm going to cube it. So in expanded form, this is going to look like 9 squared times 9 squared times 9 squared. Now, if I want to evaluate this, because I don't know the power of powers law yet, I'm going to put it in even more expanded form, which 9 squared would be 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. Ooh, and then there's 2 more 9s. Now I'm just going to count up my 9s. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 9s. So I get 9 to the 6th power. Okay. Really? You already know? All of you? Okay, well, go ahead. Tell me what the power of powers law is then. You're right. You keep the same base. So 9 to the 8th power to the 4th power. Keep the same base. Got a 9. Yeah. Then, yeah, you take the base that's on the inside, 8, and you multiply it by the base that's on the outside. Yeah. So we get 9 to the 32nd power. That is so right. Yes. So let's review the power of powers law, because you already got it. We don't even need to look at 10 examples. First, keep the same base. Second, multiply the exponents. Okay, let's see what that looks like with some variables. So I have x to the 8th power to the 3rd, which is going to give us x to the 8 times 3, which is going to give us x to the 24th power. All right, I'm going to give you a second to copy that down. You can stop the video. One thing while you're copying this down, or after, if you've already stopped it, I want you to really pay attention to the difference between this and the product of powers law. Now, with the product of powers law, you're multiplying 2, but you're not multiplying the exponents. It's just that multiplication is what is going on with the bases. So I have 9 squared times x to the 8th. Now, because this is multiplication, this isn't a power of powers, I'm not going to multiply the exponents. I'm keeping the same base still, but I'm going to add them. So I get 2 plus 8, which gives me x to the 10th. So I want you to really focus on the difference between the product of powers law and the power of powers law. One's way more powerful than the other. Yep. I'm sitting in a room by myself making jokes, but I'm kind of with you. It's weird. All right, so we're going to practice this with one that's a little more difficult. While we're doing it, I want you to do it with me. So I'm going to do 7 to the 8th power times r squared all to the 9th power. Now, I could put this in expanded form, and I would put that 9 times, but instead of doing that, we're going to trust that our power of powers law is true. But because there's multiple bases, we also have to put that exponent and multiply it by the multiple exponents for the multiple bases. So our first base is 7 to the 8th power. We're going to multiply that by 9, and then times r to the 2nd power, which will also multiply by 9. So when we evaluate this to its simplest form, we get 7 to the 71st power times r to the 18th power is our final answer. Yes, you know them all. There's no more. So now, the sub is going to give you some independent work time. Oh yeah, independent. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, you're going to get 10 minutes to work on these independently. After the independent time, you're going to check each other for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, 5 minutes. And then you're going to, what do you think? Yep, you're going to take your exit ticket. Woo. All right, get to work. See